had a dream.
Hi everyone, welcome to Dish with Trish and welcome to my kitchen. And today we're going to be making some hummus. That's a Mediterranean dip that we all love in my house here. So let's go ahead and get started with our recipe. Here are the items we'll be using for our recipe to make our hummus. We'll be using some garbanzo beans right here from a can. It's about a 15-ounce can. You'll use 1 can of those. And then we'll also use some olive oil. We'll be using some tahini. We'll be using some sea salt. We have some fresh squeezed lemon juice. A half of an onion here that's been diced up. I have some garlic that's been minced up with using my garlic press. And then we also have some parsley here that I've picked out from my garden and brought inside to use. And then basically that'll be it. So let's get started. I have 1 can of garbanzo beans that I've placed into my food processor right here. And you can try to use a blender if you want, but it's not going to work probably because I've been through about 3 blenders and stressed myself out about how I can make this hummus, and the blender just doesn't seem to be able to handle the beans enough to get them blended up well enough. So I would recommend that you get maybe just a very inexpensive food processor so that you'll be able to get the job done with it, and it works very perfectly. We're going to go ahead and turn our food processor on. Now what we'll do is take the lid off and start adding our components. And I do have some water that we're going to put in here just to thin out our garbanzo beans a little bit, and that'll be maybe about a half a cup of water you want to add into there. And then we'll pulse again. Okay, next then what we'll do is we'll add in our garlic. This is our minced garlic. Just add that right in. We'll pop in our onions, which are right here. Next we'll put in our lemon juice, which I have right here. That's fresh squeezed. It's about a fourth a cup. If you don't have fresh squeezed, then just go ahead and use the bottled. I often do use that also. Next we'll add in some sea salt, which is about a teaspoon of sea salt. Pop that right in there. And then we're going to add some olive oil, and that's going to be about 5 tablespoons of olive oil. Now next what we're going to do is add in some of our tahini. And this is a ground sesame seed item. That's all that's in there is ground sesame seeds. So that's what you want to look for when you go to the store. You may have to stir it up first too when you open up the lid, because a lot of the oil from the sesame seeds does float to the top. Okay, and that'll do it. That's going to be 3 tablespoons. Now we're going to just pulse this up and we'll be almost done. It's looking good. Now we'll go ahead and add in our parsley. And if you don't have fresh parsley, it's fine. Just go ahead and add some of your dried parsley in, and you might want to have to add a little extra of that, because fresh parsley is a little more pungent. Now we'll give this a taste test. See how it is. Pretty good. This does look delicious. I can't wait to try it. What we'll do is take our blade out, which we have right here. Just pull that out of there. So good. It's so much better than the store-bought. You've got to try this. Now, if you want a little bit thicker consistency, just add a little less water. Doesn't that look just delicious? You've got to try it. Have a great day.
I had a dream. I will trust in you, Lord, let me not be ashamed. You are my light and my salvation, healing rain. You're the strength of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid? You protected me from the grave when I saw bullets spray. Bullets surround me, death is lurking at my doorstep. Crowds surround me, wanna drown me, take my last breath. I shall not fear, my redemption draws near. No, I shall not fear, for my redemption draws